Hi everyone, it's Tragic Plum Bob here and we've got a brand new video. So if you've been watching my channel, you might have seen that I did a video where I created the Goth family in Paralives. So in today's video, we're going to be creating the Pancake family. So if you don't know who the Pancakes are, they're basically one of the most iconic families in The Sims 4. It's just Bob and Eliza Pancakes, a married couple living in Willow Creek, but for some reason they've become one of the biggest sources of drama in the entire game. The game kind of hints that their marriage isn't doing great. I think if you play them, they have a lot of arguments, but basically Eliza is really ambitious and wants more out of life, whereas Bob is more laid back, wants to chill. And I think players immediately picked up on that atmosphere, he's a lazy slob, doesn't want to do anything, and she's just nag nag nag. So over the years, people have been or fans have been arguing non-stop on who is actually the problem. Some people think Eliza is too controlling, and then others think Bob is, the issue because he's lazy and doesn't do anything. Actually, what would be really interesting, put it in the comments, who do you actually think's to blame? Are you team Bob or are you team Eliza? Most of the time I hear people say that they are team Eliza. No, they're team Bob. Most people seem to really hate Eliza. And because of that, one of the things that the fans actually did was they created a movement which was called Justice for Bob, which is actually a bit of gameplay where you take Bob and you give him a better life. So he can have a better job, a better house, and he starts going to the gym and getting a new partner. So that's actually something that fans will actually play, which I think that's actually really fun. But yeah, let me know in the comments, who do you actually think's to blame for the problem in this marriage? So at the moment we're currently creating Bob, and I've got to understand the controls a little bit more in Paralives. So I didn't find this one, I still found it tricky, but not as tricky as I did with the Goth family. And I think it's just where I'm starting to understand bits and bobs. Also, those of you that commented on my last video, thank you so much, because I now know that you can do multiple different outfits, and I've learned some tips and tricks. So thank you for commenting, that really, really helps me. So yeah, I'm trying to do the outfits that basically are the same as what he wears in The Sims 4, or trying to get it as close as possible. So with his outfit, his main outfit, I actually think it was pretty spot on, apart from a logo that he wears on his t-shirt, which is actually a mountain in The Sims 4. Obviously we don't currently have that yet in Paralives. It was, it's really fun to try and recreate it with only having a limited amount of items. Obviously, where The Sims has been going on for quite a long time, I've got so much CC that I can recreate quite a lot of things. Not easily, but I've got more options. Whereas this, it's well damn, there's only those few hairs, let's give it a whirl and see what happens and try and make it work. And I think I have to then use the controls more. So again, I hate keep referencing Sims 4, but it's just, it is what it is. But in The Sims 4, obviously there's presets and there's eyebrows that creators have made and stuff, which is fab, but I think it means that I've got less to do. Whereas in this, I do have to sit and try and figure out the eyebrows, figure out the nose shape, and there's a lot more that I've got to actually try and do, just because there aren't those mods in place. So we're now moving on to Eliza, and I had so much fun actually trying to create her. I was I had a picture on my other screen, and I was going backwards and forwards, trying to figure out the face shape. I'm still trying to figure out how to make the face shapes, how to move them properly without making it too weird, or just doing those subtle changes. And I think when you are trying to copy another character, it is just a bit harder, because you're obviously trying to get it exactly in a particular way from when you're creating something random. Again, I was really happy with the options that I was able to do. And one thing that I really enjoyed is where we've got the colour wheel now in Paralives, that trying to create her hair colour was so easy. I was yeah, there you go, there is Eliza's hair. So it's been really fun being able to use like those elements within the game. And then actually her main outfit that I'm just about to do now, it's basically spot on. I think there's literally a white thing missing like on her vest top, but other than that, that is Eliza's outfit. And as I said before, like that's really awesome because actually, yeah, there's not that many options, but I'm able to recreate and make it look nearly bang on. So, happy days from me. One thing that would be really useful for me is, so this video is pretty short. We're actually coming up to the end soon. Is this video too quick? Let me know in the comments because it would be really useful to know, because I want you to be able to see what I'm doing and it's not too fast speed, but then I also don't want it to last 10 years. But we are going to be coming up shortly to the end. So if you have enjoyed today's video, please leave a like, leave a comment, and let me know what you want to see next. And I will see you on the next one. See you later, guys.